From the day of creation, the God is watching us, the in and out, what is happening, the God knows very well. He is the creator. The creator, what we call, is God. We give definition to the God as the generator, operator and destroyer. But we don't know how he is generating, how he is operating, how he is destroying. But we know very well that he has ability to do all the things. Fearing the God is the most important thing in our life. Why we have to fear? Because if you are very free, in freedom, if you are doing whatever we need, at that moment we will suffer without any expectation. Means the unexpected situation will come. There we will be caught suddenly. We don't know what is going to happen next, but we have to fear. The soul, mind, body, these are the three creation in one form as a human being. So we are body as well as mind and the soul. Majority of the time we are focusing on the body. The skin tone, the height, the weight, the glamour, the look, everything falls on the outer appearance. But God origins from the mind level. God is watching from the mind level. When the mind is similar to the God quality, the majority portion of the mind, if it is towards the God's path, definitely God is ready to help us. When we struck in the situation, when nobody comes to the help, parents, friends, families, no one will come. At that moment, the God will help us. This will happen only when we are fearing as much as possible. If we not fear, just keep on chanting or memorizing the slokas or the Vedas is not at all useful to our life. The understanding, the realizing, the sensing ability. The sense is not about the common sense, it is apart the common sense, beyond our knowledge. Which my five senses gather, that I am stored in my brain, but what the future is coming is apart the knowledge. Only the God knows. So I am believing the God in mind. Towards the soul, I am turning to surrender towards the God. Who believe truly, who is obedient, for them the God is answering. Who is not truthful, who is confusing others and also confused by themselves also, for them the God may help or may not. But there is a chance, because He is graceful, He is merciful, the most beneficent, the most merciful, the Lord of the worlds. So, the God is forgiving n number of times, and finally He will catch at one moment. There we can't do anything. So the judgment, fearing on the day of judgment, everyone will face the judgment day. At that day, who are in the righteous way, for them the God is rising with the wisdom, and who not believe, who are the disbelievers, for them there is no wisdom and they will be going towards the downfall. At the day of judgment, in the last day, there is no use of calling God. But now, before the time arrives, now we have to be obedient to the God. This will help us in the future. To write the exam, I want to prepare before itself. In the last moment, I can't do anything. So, the judgment day is like that. At last moment, you call the God, you shout louder, nothing will going to happen. The what God says, that only will happen. Because He is the Creator. Now, my mind, whether it is in the right path or in the wrong path, how to identify it? The only measurement is whether I am having peace or not, whether I am suffering or not. So these are the only one thing we can notice. Not seeing others, not comparing others, not expecting the opinion from others. These are hateful from the God's view. Asking opinion is the worst manner. Ask opinion to your God. This is the best life. This is the best way of finding the answer. To whom I will ask the question, I will get the answer for my entire questions. What and all I have in my mind. How I will get the answer? The answer is with the God. Because He is knower, He is hearer, the King, the ruler, the Creator, everything, the Supreme Power. There is nothing above the supreme power, but everything is below the supreme power. We are under the supreme power. Now the mind will obey to the God word, and according to that, the universe will obey. It will surrender to our mind naturally. This is the way of living in nature's path. We are not creating it, we are not forming by the knowledge with our effort, with our human methodologies and ideology. We are not framing the life, but the life is which is given by the God, the unseen life, the hidden life, others can't see, and who living the divine life themselves also cannot see the life materially, but the mind level. Material is I am using, but the mind, where I am understanding and sensing the things from the soul. From the soul, the commands goes to the mind. From the mind, the commands directly controls the brain. But if we are not obeying to the soul, the conscience, if we are not obeying to the God word, the brain will start to control the mind, and everything will happen according to that. If brain controls us, we are in the path of evil. When the soul is controlling the mind and the soul is directing the brain, then we are in the right path. So the difference in living in the same earth as human being, the difference between the humans, one, the people who live by the way of soul, the soul path, and other category living with their knowledge, and the third category who are in the fluctuation of mind in both category also. In sometimes they will obey to the soul, in sometimes they will turn to the brain also. They will be moving here and there. They are in the confused stage. These are three category. So the believers, we should live as a believers, not as a disbelievers and also as a confused personalities. Seeking clarification to the God. How will I seek? I am having question, but I don't know answer. I am waiting to get the answer from the God. And now the answer is revealed to the time. The time is with the God. When should reveal? At what moment it should be revealed? How it should be revealed? The God understood you very well. He knows everything. So we don't know about ourselves, but we are in the need of peace. So we are seeking the help from the Creator, the guide. So the God who guiding us through the soul, that we all obey to Him alone, not to any others in this earth. In the world, in this life, I should not obey to the human. I should not surrender, submit to the human's path. When I am followed in the human footsteps, at one moment the time will come, there you will not able to bear the things. You will not have the capacity to withstand the suffering. At that moment, mind will shake, a shaking moment, a panic. We should not allow that things. So, before following the footsteps of humans, that is the evil knowledge, we should seek protection from the God. Even though we are in the footsteps of humans, we are seeking protection from the God. Oh God, protect us from the trap of human being, falling into their trap. Protect us. This should be our prayer. So when I am going outside, outdoor, I may have a number of contacts with the people, but mind will be protected. When I am speaking to someone else, the evil knowledge will not affect me. So there is a screen between us and the others. So God will protect by the unseen power. He is very closer to the life vein. So God is not so long or not, we don't want to see above the skies. He is not visible through the eyes also, but through the sense he is very much closer to us. Oh God, protect us, guide us, and show the path of peace throughout our life. This prayer will protect us. Remembering God at any time is prayer. Only when the problem comes, I am praying God, this will not help me. More than that, if I am in good situation, then also I am thankful to the God. I am remembering the God. So when that suffering happens, immediately the God will rise up from the fall down. When we are trying to fall down, the God will lift up. He will lift us. So to experience this life, we should believe. We should start believe. The new life is beginning. The new life is beginning when we are believing the supreme power, the Almighty, the one and only God. Except God, we are not taking any caretaker, any guide, no guardians. So this life is the heavenly life, the peaceful life. In this world, we can live a heavenly life by the presence of God, with His guidance, with His support, with His blessing. If the God wills, we can discuss about His qualities and His guidance. All glory be to the God.